This week, KSAT Explains brings us here to Robb Elementary School in Uvalde. This week also marks 1 year since 19 children and 2 teachers were killed here. Those 77 minutes now forever etched into our history. But Robb Elementary has a long and significant history here in Uvalde, long before May 24th of 2022. That's what this week's KSAT Explains is all about.
So many unimaginable effects and ripples. Just keep going. My name is Mendel D. Morgan Jr., and I'm Library Director of El Progreso Memorial Library in Uvalde, Texas. I want the library to be a safe place, a refuge, a respite from what tragedies are going on in the community. So I grew up in Uvalde. My formative years were here, and in my heart, this is my hometown.
There are so many stories that people have in this town connected to Robb.
Yes.
Long before May 24th of last year.
Oh, absolutely. Robb was one of our very well-established schools in the community. And I did want to share with you, my late aunt, Arlena Nose, was a teacher at Robb School for 40 years.
Really?
Yes. And in fact, one of my friends, Olga Charles, was one of her students.
I went to Robb Elementary. I went there and I went to room 1.
You have some specific memories that stand out to you about your time at Robb?
Fabulous times that we all had here. We lived 1 block from Geraldine and then a block and a half to Robb. On Park, Doty, South High, Geraldine, that square. That was my life. My brother talks about how we had gotten a TV. We were the first ones that got a TV. And at lunch, they'd run home, grab their sandwiches and watch TV, and they'd hear the bell, and it was time, and they'd run back, and they'd get their, they'd hear that before the tardy bell rang, they were in class. That means you went to a neighborhood school.
But when she was 11, the family moved to Uvalde, and she was among the first students to graduate from high school here in 1891. There were 3 students in the graduating class in 1891. And when she was president of El Progreso Club in 1926, she was the one who went to the city to make the first request for funding for the library for the operating budget. There was a contest at the time that the school was being built as to for whom it should be named. And one of my late friends, a classmate of mine, proposed her name because he had been actually tutored by her after she had retired.
I went to Robb in the 50s. I think I was in the 4th grade, and I realized that there was so much discrimination here at a very young age.
And back then, because of the area that Robb Elementary covered, we were all Hispanics.
The teachers back then were mostly white. They punished us for speaking Spanish. I was about 23, 24 years old. Years and years of oppression. The school issue came up, we took advantage of that. And so the walkout did not start for any other reason. The timing was right.
My senior year was the walkout. And at that point, my father says, "You're not walking out," and I didn't walk out. My best friend was out there walking, and I did not know why. I did not understand. The poor kids, they lost a year, the ones that didn't come back. The students are the ones that paid the price.
We did a lot of good. We had a lot of students that did voter registration. We energized a lot of the younger people. A lot of people to run for office.
Now, 50 years later, I've learned why exactly. Now I understand why they walked out. At first, we thought it was a dark cloud over us, and that was nothing compared.
Behind you with my phone.
We have received, I guess, thousands of cards and letters. We've received quilts. We have received crosses. We have received paintings, drawings, artwork.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, everyone is trying so hard to do something meaningful.
How do you hope this library can play a role in telling the story of what happened on May 24th?
We know that research will be done on this tragedy for many years to come. We will be able to professionally identify all the objects that have come to us. People are still coming from everywhere who want to come and be in the community to offer their support and to see what happened here.
We will have live team coverage from Uvalde starting Wednesday morning on GMSA leading up to our special 1 Year in Uvalde. It's at 9 p.m. right here on KSAT12 and streaming on KSAT+ and our YouTube page. You can also watch this KSAT Explains again if you'd like to on KSAT+ and our YouTube page as well as our website. We'll be right back. The clock is ticking as President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy meet Monday to negotiate raising the nation's debt ceiling. As a matter of fact, it's stretching into the night. The talk stalled on Friday. Both sides spent the weekend criticizing their opponents.
Now, experts say the U.S. defaulting on its debt would devastate the world economy, not just the U.S.'s. Mike Valerio is tracking those negotiations.
The stakes are high.
We will have an economic and financial catastrophe.
And the countdown is on.
We expect to be unable to pay all of our bills in early June and possibly as soon as June 1st.
As President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy meet Monday to discuss raising the debt ceiling and avoid the country's first ever default.
Both sides are working in good faith, but we've got tough issues. We've got tough issues we have to deal with, and it's a difficult proposition.
House Republicans want to see deep spending cuts in the federal budget in exchange for their support.
The underlying issue here is the Democrats, since they took the majority, has been addicted to spending, and that's going to stop. We're going to spend less than we spent last year.
A White House team remained tight-lipped as they entered the Capitol Monday. The president has said much of what Republicans are proposing is, quote, unacceptable, including changes to the work requirements for food stamps.
I'm not going to agree to a deal that protects wealthy tax cheats and crypto traders while putting food assistance at risk for nearly 1 million Americans.
If both sides fail to reach a deal, millions of people could see retirement and veterans benefits put on hold. A default would also likely trigger a recession and massive layoffs. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Okay, now we're going to take a live look outside back here at home near our airport. 84 degrees out there right now. And I just want to sigh in a good way every time I look at the sky because I'm thinking, you know what? This week is just a lot more stable than last week.
I'm glad you said sigh, but in a good way.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe, you didn't like the blue skies.
No, I'm loving it.
And stable's a good way to put it. We're more stable this week. Still a few storm chances to talk about, but there's more stability in general in the forecast. 84 degrees right now. By 9 o'clock, we're 78. Midnight, we're at 72. And then tomorrow morning, we start the day at 67. Maybe some patchy fog out there as well around sunrise tomorrow, but minor in nature, not a big deal. We'll be back to talk about rainfall totals this year and even a comparison of the drought situation over the past several weeks. See you in a bit.
The murder trial of John Chapman has been delayed. Chapman charged with the 2017 murder of 4-year-old DeIrvion Whitley. His co-defendant in the case, Terrell Chase, will instead be going to trial this week on a charge of felon in possession.
No bond has been set for Stephen Clare. He's accused of killing his 11-month-old daughter, as well as shooting his ex-wife and stabbing his other daughter. He's now awaiting his indictment from the Bexar County District Attorney's Office.
A woman in custody for allegedly shooting and killing another woman during a road rage incident. SAPD says 23-year-old Casey Garcia shot a woman at a gas station following a crash. The name of the victim has not been released.
The person killed in a shooting at a club near UTSA has been identified. 20-year-old Devin Jordan King was shot Thursday morning at the private social club on UTSA Boulevard. SAPD says the shooting happened during a fight between two groups. But so far, police haven't arrested anyone in this case. And that's your 60-second recap.
All right, stable but nice. I don't care what it takes. As long as we're in the 80s, moist ground.
We just have to enjoy that.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy it while
we'll be complaining before long.
And we were talking earlier, high temperatures will be near average being 88. And when you have the drier ground, that typically heats up more and then radiates that warmth up into the air. And unfortunately, drought situations also lead to above average temperatures. But we've had improvements and we've got that good soil moisture. So that's going to keep our temperatures, will help to keep our temperatures in check. Here's a look at our rainfall since May 1st, 3.39 inches. That's about a quarter of an inch above average. Since January 1st, year to date, we've had 11.31 inches of precip, and that's about a quarter of an inch below average. So here is the drought monitor. We're going to go back in time to April 1st, and you see the widespread drought and even widespread extreme and exceptional drought. However, let's look at the rainfall that we've gotten since April 1st. Bernie, over 8 inches. Blanco, over 7 inches. At the airport, we've had over 8 inches since April 1st, and this is what the drought monitor looked like. Check this out. Hallettsville and Yoakum, over 17 inches of rainfall since April 1st. So some good impressive numbers. That's April is when our pattern shifted. Now let's fade this into the current drought monitor and you see what kind of improvements we had. Let's do this again just for fun. This is the April 1st drought monitor and now the current drought monitor. Those, over a foot of rain wiped away the drought along the coastal plain. We still have some ground to make up here. Hondo, Bandera, Kerrville, Comfort, Candelia, over toward Canyon Lake. But at least I do expect more improvements in this area when the next drought monitor comes out on Thursday. As for the radar right now, some activity in Mexico. We're getting some of those high clouds blowing off of those storms through Valverde County, right along Highway 90. So we've got those high thin clouds up above us that closer to the Rio Grande are a bit thicker and layered, but locally they're just that thin cirrus shield that's coming overhead. West Texas seeing some rain. It's good, but there's still a drought situation in parts of West Texas along with the Panhandle, and they're getting some action coming at a bit of a cost with some severe storms. Here's what we need to watch. Whenever we have this northwesterly flow aloft, the wind coming in from West Texas and North Texas, we have to watch out, and this is going to be the case for several more days. We have to watch out for clusters of storms to develop and organize and then move toward us, usually dying out before they make it here. But there's always that one or two times that they don't, and they can actually sustain themselves. So this futurecast shows, another cluster developing tomorrow night, North Texas, and then pushing southward. It claims it's going to dissipate. What we've realized over the years that you can't rely on the model guidance in this, that sometimes they do survive and they do make it here. Even if they just clip the hill country with leftovers, there's still that chance. So we have a 20% chance Wednesday and Thursday, and that even includes the early morning hours. And then Memorial Day, just a different setup. We could have a few isolated pop-up showers and storms. Temperatures right now, we're in the 80s, low to mid 80s. Bernie, Rio Medina, 81. 84 Stinson on the south side, Canyon Lake at 81, Bulverde or 84. Tomorrow morning, a calm wind, a little bit of fog possible, 67 at 7 a.m. Then at noon, we're at 82 degrees, nothing but sunshine, and 88 for the high temperature. But as usual, a little bit warmer southwest of town. Eagle Pass 91, Laredo up to 95. Crystal City, Carrizo Springs, about 93 the high. Meanwhile, Stone Oak 88 tomorrow, Lavernia a high of 89. And then there's that consistency in temperatures. Right around average. Average being 88, will be within a degree or so of the average high temperature. Thank you, soil moisture. It helps. It's good to have in more ways than one.
Thank you, soil moisture.
And we'll be right back after this.
All right, strap in for this look at what it's like to drive the new Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato. It is the company's first off-road supercar and the last fully gas vehicle it plans to make. Future versions will be either hybrid or electric.
Okay, so what's the price tag here? Well, it starts around $250,000, but industry publications say that it's actually sold out for now. Lamborghini already makes an SUV that can go off-road, so why create a car that does the same thing? Well, the company says because it's fun.
I don't know that I would take that car off-road. Yeah, I'd be too afraid
It's going to get stuck or something.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's wildly popular Eras Tour tracking to be one of the highest grossing tours of all time. It's also pushing Swift to become a member of the Billionaires Club. The tour expected to boost her by about $500 million. Her prior net worth estimated to be about $570 million.
I wouldn't scoff at that either. Now, her tour is also making big money for host cities, which are collectively enjoying millions of extra dollars through food sales, hotel bookings, transportation. And the tour is going to make even more money when Swift takes it international. We'll be right back.
All right, looking ahead this week, pretty uniform temperatures. Mornings upper 60s, afternoons mid upper 80s, right around 88 degrees, give or take. Notice those 20% chances just Wednesday and Thursday. Otherwise, it's looking quiet and dry. We do introduce an isolated chance of a thunderstorm on Memorial Day. That's still pretty far away. And of course, we'll be fine-tuning the Memorial Day weekend forecast as it nears. However, right now it's looking fairly quiet.
And that is pretty nice. Let's just enjoy this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back here on The Night Beat. We'll see you then.
See you then. Good night.